Number 43. Assume yourself as a portfolio manager and with the help of the following details, find out the securities that are overpriced and underpriced in terms of SML, that is security market line. They are given 4 columns information for us. One is security, expected return, beta value and SD value. So securities we have A to F, 6 different securities have been given. Nifty has been given. Nifty is connected to market. T-bills is given. So here you may be wondering, we don't have the risk-free return, we don't have market return, etc. From here we have to understand, Nifty represents market, so 0.13 is nothing but market return. T-bills is connected to the most safe security, so that is going to be RF, risk-free rate of return 0.09, and Nifty is connected to market, it is RM and RF. So from the problem we have to identify which is RM and which is RF, which is not given in the explanation in the problem. Then you may be wondering why we have been given SD. SD is of no use here, just an extra information, no need to bother about it. So just we can go for finding the next one, that is estimated RI, that is SML. Using SML, find the particular return of every security. Only up to F we are going to find out. We are not going to find for Nifty and T-bills. So let me substitute here. RF is 0.09. So beta for the A is 1.7. RM is 0.13 minus 0.09. Here also to be very careful. 0.13 minus 0.09. But after that, simplifying that, multiply that 1.7, then add it to the 0.09. So you get here 0.158. Next, RF remains same, beta will change, RM and RF remain same for all. So here for B, I am getting here 0.148. Next for C, only beta value will change, RM and RF remains same, 0.134. Next for D, beta value changes but RM and RF remains same, 0.128. Next, for E, we are going to get 0.132. For F, we are going to get 0.118. No need to calculate for Nifty and T-bills. We have to calculate only for the securities. I have got the returns over here. Please understand, the question tells us find out the securities that are overpriced and underpriced in terms of SML. So how to find overpriced and underpriced? We have to go by this formula. Expected RI is more than estimated RI, is underpriced. Expected RI is less than estimated RI, it is called overpriced. Let us see now. So expected returns is given here. I am substituting expected returns. I am substituting later estimated RI, what I calculated here. After that, we have to go for finding which is more and which is less. So this is where we have to be careful. I have given here as expected RI is more than estimated RI, expected RI is less than estimated RI, underpriced and overpriced. So how to go about now? You can see here 0.33 is more compared to 0.158. 0.13 is less than 0.148. Next 0.26 is more than 0.134. Next 0.12 is less than 0.128. Next 0.21 is more than 0.132. Next is 0.14 is more than 0.118. So with the help of these symbols, we can find out whether it's underpriced or overpriced. So this first one is underpriced, it is more than. Second one is overpriced. Third one again it is more than, so underpriced. D is overpriced. E is underpriced. And F is again underpriced. So what is the use of this overpriced and underpriced securities? What is the usage of this when we are working like this? So please you have to understand, if it is underpriced, this has to be purchased. This is very important to know. Underpriced securities will perform well, we have to go for purchase. Overpriced, to be sold. This is the most important thing you have to understand. So underpriced shares to be purchased, overpriced shares to be sold. This is the most important thing for an investor to understand. So this is the use of SML. This is the use of understanding overpriced, underpriced, to be purchased, to be sold. Very important for an individual investor to understand this particular method of deciding to be sold or to be purchased.